Hi, this is Laurie McCracken here, and I just want to take a moment to share with you about health, hydration, and structured water. I've been an oncology nurse for many, many years, and I was searching for the best water to drink for myself and to offer people that were coming to be treated for cancer. And that's been a dilemma I've had for like over 25 years. As a nurse, I knew and experienced for my patients how being well hydrated made a huge difference in their lives. I would always tell them the solution to pollution is dilution. And I know I'm going to pollute you, so I want to really dilute you well. And so because I knew that the side effects of the medications I was offering could be very potent and did not make someone feel well. And so I knew the more I diluted them, then the less those side effects they would experience. They could feel better, their bodies would function better, and they could get through the treatment easier. So I knew that also whatever food they were able to get in would get the nutrients into them to assist their body and their immune system. And it would also get rid of the waste better so that they would also feel better. The more we get the toxins out of us, the better we feel. So I was so delighted when I heard about structured water and started drinking it myself and could feel a huge difference in my cells actually being hydrated rather than having the water slip over my cells and me not getting the benefit of it. And I'm just delighted to have Patrick Durkin here, whose passion really is all about hydrating the world and is the expert on structured water. And since there's so much more to this story, I would love, Patrick, if you would share something more that your experience with the water is.
Well, it's my pleasure to. Thank you so much for including the structured water in your practice and for sharing it with people. I love the way you do that. And because you and I know each other a little bit, I know part of what's of interest to you is some of the things that I might be able to share with the audience about water that they may not hear anywhere else. So I started a journey with water aimed at finding a replacement to plastic bottles about 5 years ago. And what I never anticipated I would find is that the most important property of the water that we immerse ourselves in is the energy of it. Water is energy. And water is a living being. Now, at the beginning of this journey, if somebody had told me I'd be talking about water as a living being, I never would have believed it. But experience after experience after experience with people just like you showing me and demonstrating how much of a difference structured water makes in their lives, it's demonstrated how water is really supporting us. I know that we're at a really important time in our world, and that water is the backdrop for everything. Water is what we're made of, it's what the universe is made of, and water as a living being is having us know it differently now. So it's time for us to recognize that water has energy, and that the more energy in water that we drink and bathe in and garden with and so forth, everything we use to immerse ourselves in, the more energy we're going to have in us. And also that water is a loving consciousness that is supporting us to remember our oneness, to remember who we are and our power as divine beings.
That's so beautiful. Thank you, Patrick. That's really critical, and you're right. I never would have imagined that. And so I know for anyone listening to this, it's like really wonderful to know that water can support us more than physically, that it has these extra special benefits that can just support us, our bodies, and our whole community. So thank you very much for being with me today.
Well, you're welcome, Laurie. I'm thrilled to be able to get the message out, and I applaud you for having such a holistic, integrated, loving practice to make a difference for people.
Thanks.
Thanks. All right. Bye-bye, Laurie.
Bye. Thank you, Patrick.